What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool news video, and we have a packed video with news that Saudi Arabian clubs want to buy Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah this summer. Plus we have some injury updates on Alisson, who could be back before the end of the season, but Jurgen Klopp said that his injury is much more serious than it was first thought, so we have to probably play Kelleher for the next 1 or 2 months at least until Alisson is back. And also, what is your score prediction for today's big Nottingham Forest Liverpool game? Darwin Núñez and Szoboszlai are back in full training, so they will probably be in the squad. Not sure if they are fit enough to start the game, but they will at least come on as substitutes. So leave your score predictions down below, and of course if you enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here so you never miss the latest updates around Liverpool FC. So a club in the Saudi Pro League is preparing an offer for Virgil van Dijk. ESPN.com is reporting this. According to Ekrem Kanur, that's the journalist who is the original source of this information, a proposal worth 50 million euros is set to be in the works for Virgil van Dijk. I think you need to actually triple that if you seriously want to buy the best centre-back in the Premier League and one of the best centre-backs in the world right now. Virgil van Dijk is worth a lot more than 50 million euros for Liverpool, but the problem is he only has 1 year left on his contract, just like Mo Salah, just like Trent Alexander-Arnold. So we need to get in a new sporting director, we need to get in a new manager, and we need to sort out these 3 players' contracts, because if Van Dijk says I don't want to sign a new contract, is it better to sell him for 50, 60, 70 million pounds, not euros, pounds, this summer, then risk losing him for nothing next summer? But you could argue, is Virgil van Dijk being at Liverpool for 1 more year, is it worth 50, 60 million pounds for Liverpool? That's actually a good debate to have. Let me know in the comments below what is your opinion on that, because without Virgil van Dijk our defense is a lot worse. Even though we have Kwanzaa, we have Joe Gomez, they are not and Konate, and they are just not as good as Virgil van Dijk. And Liverpool are already looking at the market for a centre-back. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that in the last few days. So despite Van Dijk being set to enter the final year of his contract with Liverpool, Liverpool are reportedly hoping to open negotiations to extend his contract beyond 2025. But we first need to sort out the sporting director and the manager. And once these big players know who our manager is, once they can sit down with him and listen to his plans for the future, and I'm sure that the new manager, whoever it might be, hopefully it will be Xabi Alonso, it will be confirmed in the next 2 or 3 months for sure who our next manager is. Once Virgil van Dijk, Trent and Salah sits down with the new manager, they all sit down with him, the new manager explains his plans for the Liverpool's future, and he will definitely count on these big players, and he will say to Van Dijk, nothing will change, you will still be my captain, you will still start at Liverpool, and we are still will go in to every competition trying to win it, and we will hunt for more trophies. Virgil van Dijk is very happy, very settled in Liverpool. He has a family who is happy living there, so I'm sure he would want to stay. Van Dijk lifted his first trophy as Liverpool captain in the League Cup final against Chelsea, scoring the winning goal. Actually he scored 2 goals, but 1 was disallowed ridiculously. And clubs in Saudi Arabia have also previously been linked with his Liverpool teammate Mohamed Salah after Al Ittihad saw their approach turned down last summer. But the problem is Salah also has 1 year left on his contract, so Liverpool will have to be very careful with these big players' contracts. We can't afford to lose both Van Dijk and Salah in one transfer window. And the one Liverpool fan asks, are these Saudi clubs just going after the Liverpool captains? Because they signed another Liverpool captain, Jordan Henderson, last summer. And that was a good deal for Liverpool, because Henderson is now playing in the Ajax team and he's not pulling any trees up even in the Eredivisie. He has been like decent but not great. So Liverpool I think, sold Jordan Henderson at the right time. And you could make an argument that Liverpool shouldn't have given new contracts to James Milner and Jordan Henderson. I would much have preferred if Liverpool gave new contracts to Jorginho Wijnaldum, when his contract expires. But Wijnaldum has also fallen off since he left for Liverpool. What is also extraordinary, what Mido, a former Egyptian footballer, has said about Mo Salah and his potential move to Saudi Arabia. So Mido, the former Egyptian player, has posted on his social media that Mo Salah has already agreed a contract with a Saudi Arabian club for a transfer in the summer. So David Ornstein, a very reputable journalist, was asked recently, is this true, and if it is, how much is the transfer going to cost for that Saudi Arabian team? And this is what David Ornstein said: full respect to Mido and others reporting their information, but I'm told it is not true that contracts have been signed. If I'm wrong, I will hold my hands up. There is every chance he will be pursued by teams from the Saudi Pro League again, especially given he's approaching the last 12 months of his existing deal. But that doesn't mean he wants to leave Liverpool or he wants to leave Europe and go to Saudi Arabia. And that's the thing, until Salah is at the peak of his powers, why would he go to Saudi Arabia in a league which is a retirement league, a farmers league? There are 3 or 4 good teams, the other teams are not even a proper professional level, as Jordan Henderson has found out very quickly. And money is not everything, especially for Mo Salah. He already has more than enough money to live well for him and for his family for generations to come. So he still wants to win trophies with Liverpool. He probably wants to stay, and if he leaves Liverpool one day, he probably still wants to play in Europe for a top team, somebody like Real Madrid or Barcelona. I can imagine that, maybe Salah going there in 1 or 2 years after his contract expires. But the best case scenario for me would be we appoint a new manager, Xabi Alonso, and Salah signs a new contract in the summer alongside Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Imagine everything coming together like that in the summer transfer window. That would be absolutely terrific. And I don't think this is true, what Mido is reporting, that Salah signed a new contract with a Saudi Arabian club. If it would be true, a lot more reputable journalists would be reporting on this, but apart from Mido, I haven't seen any reputable journalist reporting on this. And according to reports from Latin America, South America, Liverpool are working towards a new deal for Luis Diaz. Honduran outlet Diaz claimed that Liverpool are hoping to finalize a contract renewal for Luis Diaz and another young player, Keylor Figueroa, who they believe have enormous potential. Liverpool believed to have been in discussions with the 17-year-old's representatives for several weeks, and I think once he turns 18 years old, Liverpool are legally allowed to sign him to a professional contract. And this name might be familiar with you guys, because Maynard Figueroa, his dad, played in the Premier League for Wigan Athletic and Hull City, and he has enjoyed a promising start to 2024 for Liverpool at underage level, with 4 goal contributions in his last 3 appearances in the under-18 Premier League. The teenager has 8 goals in 11 caps for the USA's under-17 team. So Maynard Figueroa's kid, Keylor Figueroa, is already in the Liverpool youth teams, and it looks like he will get a bigger contract just to keep him happy to stay at Liverpool and progress through the ranks. If it all goes to plan, he could become the latest in a long line of players to emerge from the academy ranks and get their chance in Liverpool's first team. Because of course already there are a lot of young players coming through. We now have Conor Bradley, Jero Kwanzaa fully integrated into the first team. Bobby Clark is on the verge of being integrated to the first team. If Szoboszlai is not fit enough to start, then Bobby Clark could be starting the Premier League game against Nottingham Forest, and that could be a huge landmark milestone in his career as well. And James McConnell, Jadon Dance are among other young prodigies who have been given opportunities at senior level. And Figueroa could be yet another name to keep an eye on for the future. And it has been revealed that Liverpool have generated record kit and merchandising revenues. Our revenues went up 137 6% from the previous metric reported, which is really encouraging. All top division clubs generated merchandising revenues of 1.2 billion euros in 2022, and early reporting clubs have reported a like-for-like 26% increase between 2022 and 23. Revenues from merchandising now sit 60% above the pre-pandemic 2019 levels, highlighting the popularity of European football clubs and the increasing commercialization of activities. By contrast, kit manufacturing revenues remained stable in 2023, only 9% above the pre-pandemic 2019 revenue level. And only Bayern Munich, Real Madrid and Barcelona generated higher kit and merchandising revenues than Liverpool. The likes of Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Juventus, Paris Saint-Germain, Tottenham, Man City, Dortmund, AC Milan are all behind Liverpool, even Inter as well. And Jurgen Klopp said that Alisson Becker will play again for Liverpool this season, but he said that the goalkeeper's injury is rather serious and it's not a short one, which is very upsetting because Alisson got injured in training, pulling his hamstring. And the fact that Jurgen Klopp even has to say that Alisson will play this season means he is out for months, not just weeks. Kelleher, our second choice goalkeeper, will have to do an absolutely massive, huge job of keeping Liverpool in the title race, keeping Liverpool in the Europa League until Alisson comes back. But Kelleher already has showed that once he gets a run of games, he is a brilliant goalkeeper, Premier League level goalkeeper, maybe not like top 4 level, but Premier League level. And I think after his early 1 or 2 games, Kelleher has really shown in the Liverpool team, and he helped, Liverpool win games against Luton, against Chelsea in the League Cup final, against Southampton. He made some huge saves. So Kelleher already contributed massively to the Liverpool season, and he will need to continue contributing massively. And he's a great goalkeeper. Once he gets a run of games, once he gets into the groove, and this is actually a blessing for Kelleher's development, Alisson's long-term injury, because now he gets a big run of games in the Liverpool team. And let's see how he does. Let's find out how good he is. And Liverpool's injury luck is just devastating this season. Like our rivals Man City and Arsenal for the Premier League title race, they are playing almost the same starting 11 every week, while we have to field youth academy players in the Premier League. And we have like 12 injured players right now, or maybe 11 or 10, depending on if Nunez and Szoboszlai come back fit. I mean, Man City have like 2 or 3 injuries, Arsenal maybe 4 or 5, Liverpool have like 10 or 11. It's absolutely ridiculous. So if Liverpool win the Premier League title this season, it would be the greatest Premier League title win for Liverpool and for Jurgen Klopp, because of the circumstances, because of the context of this season. And we already knew that Alisson will be missing the international break, so that means the earliest he would have come back was the beginning of April. So now maybe pushes that a little bit further wrong, like middle of April or the end of April. Alisson would get a significant number of games in a row anyway, so that this is now Kelleher will get a significant run of games, and this is now Kelleher to show us that he's such a brilliant goalkeeper. He already showed us, but he will need to keep performing at a very good level to keep Liverpool in the title race, and hopefully with the injured players coming back in midfield and attack, hopefully that will give Liverpool more firepower, that even if we concede 1 or 2 goals, we hopefully can still win our games. And this Nottingham Forest game is absolutely crucial to our season, because the Man City game will mean a lot only if we beat Nottingham Forest, and we lost to them last season in a terrible performance. So hopefully Liverpool will play much better, and hopefully some of the injured players can come back to help the squad. But I'm really looking forward to it. And the Liverpool documentary will be absolutely crazy. To film that in this season, of all seasons, was an absolute masterstroke by whoever made the decision to film a Liverpool behind the scenes documentary, because the drama behind the scenes is just crazy. It must be crazy. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Come on, Liverpool. Let's beat Nottingham Forest today. Really looking forward to it. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.